Hi, I'm Richie Neville from Internal Force Fitness and welcome back to the greatest exercise routine you've probably never heard of, aka Chinese Radio Exercises, aka again National Public Broadcast Radio Exercises. So they are Chinese exercises, they're bodyweight exercises, and we've been working our way through them. Now the next one, again really good, I like this one. Drawing the bow. Now this is a bodyweight exercise for the entire body. Now, in the book I also explain how one exercise leads into the other. So when you finish one, so in this case we finished the pull and pogo exercise, which if you haven't seen it you won't know what I'm talking about, but basically we've done this and then we turn the hands up, so the thumbs are now on top, we would step back and we draw the bow one side, and then later on we would draw the bow the other side. Now, in Tai Chi and Qigong, there's quite a lot of drawing the bow, and that would normally be, you'd be in a big horse stance, you'd come down, and you would do something like this, which is good. You know, I really like it. But I like this one just because it's a bit more to the sky. You know, and you've got your hands in fists, and you put them back, and it's up like this, or it's like this. You know, it's really cool. So that is basically the exercises. You know, it's a pull like that. And it is, let's see what it says, benefits of drawing the bow. The stance, body position, needed for this exercise stretches the legs, the hips and the waist, and is amplified by the twisting motion. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. And that is it. You know, it's, the exercise is uncomplicated. I know people always say that I'm complicating these by explaining them and doing X, Y, and Z. But I want you to understand them. You know, if you want to just watch the exercises, I'll put a link up and just watch the exercises, but it's not going to advance you that far from where you are now. What's going to advance you from where you are now is where, if you've got on a bit of paper written, draw the bow, you can go, yep, I know that one. I'm going to step back and I'm going to do that. That's what's going to advance you. The next one, so waist turning and slimming exercises, the cape. Who doesn't love the cape? I like the cape. Now then, so this is one, two. Now, this is something that's kind of straight out of a Qigong routine, really. So, the cape, we'll start with our arms like that, and like you're swishing a cape, one fist is going to go there, the other one is going to tap just the base of your spine there, and it's opening energy levels. If I was doing this in Qigong, I would suggest you hit the middle of your chest and the middle of your back. But this one, it's a bit more fun. It's not quite so involved, it's not quite so rooted in history. So this one that is it. One there, one the base of the spine. You know, if you want to make the swishing noise, please do. That's it. We don't do very many. We don't do very many repetitions of any of these, really. You can do 20, 30 seconds of each one if you particularly want it. That's what I've always said about this one. But yeah, you don't really do very many. We are trying, however, so this is a good time to bring in upper body and lower body. When we're doing this one, what I tend to do is what I say, collapse the right knee. So when you're starting, your knees are straight, you collapse it by bending your knee slightly and see how it brings me over to the right when I collapse my right knee. It's your left, but I'm coming over to my right. And when I turn this like that, it kind of just takes the pressure off that way. Now, if you weren't going to do that, and if you want to imagine that everything below your waist is a separate part of your body entirely, you know what I mean, you keep that absolutely still and you would do that and you get a much tighter, a much stronger twist there. Now that increases the chance of pulling something, which is why if you collapse it and turn, it's a lot gentler, it's a lot nicer. So that is the cape. Benefits to the waist turning exercises. Waist turning exercises such as this one are excellent for giving the abdominal organs a good massage. More than that, however, they improve your ability to rotate from the waist, which is beneficial to the spine and overall mobility. Keep your spine extended and straight and just enjoy the rhythm. If you want to make the swishing sounds, that's entirely up to you. I thought I might have said that. Yeah, exactly that, really. You know, that's what we're doing. We're just turning the waist in a loose fashion. Again, if I was doing this in a Qigong warm-up, I would kind of probably just do that. But this kind of gives it just that extra air of mystery. Whoosh, whoosh, like that. So that's that bit. And what have we got next? Bowling. It's a difficult one to do with my accent, bowling. Bowling exercise for hip fitness. So this one, what's the benefits of this one first? I always like this one. This move requires a certain amount of concentration and balance, as well as lubricating the hip socket. Good balance is a vital part of everyday fitness, and as such, your daily exercise routine should always include exercises to address this. You have been told. So, bowling exercises. Stand with your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. Right, keeping your weight in your left leg. Right, so it's right leg back, right hand forwards. You'll see why I call it bowling. So, that is it. It could always be speed skating either, actually. Oh, leaning a bit far forward on that one. See, I'm just getting into the rhythm now. You would only do a couple in the routine, but I really like this. You know, I'm using my arm there, I'm having to engage my core, I'm using my legs. You know, I always really like it. And it's different to, there's a Qigong Shibashi. Qigong, it's 18. Shibashi just means 18. So there's 18 moves in each of these routines. And you might do a thing where you might go like this. Which is all well and good, it's fine and dandy, it's kind of cool, but to be quite honest, there ain't nothing wrong with doing this either. So that is bowling. That is bowling exercises for hip fitness. Then we move into a bit of balance and coordination. We're nearly there. You know, we're not far off. The cross kick. I have a feeling in every exercise routine there will probably be one exercise that makes you hesitate every single time. Doesn't matter how long you do it for, there'll be one that just makes you think, oh, I just can't do my left and my right. I've got a funny feeling that it's cross kick in this one, because even just looking at the pictures reminds me of how difficult I found it to remember it. So oh, okay, maybe not. So there are quite lengthy explanations, but that is because I wrote down everything that you possibly need to know. But essentially, this one involves, do a slight angle, step back like this, and then that's it. So it's across your arms, your foot comes back, and you pull down and open as you step forward. And then for the other foot, it would be that foot would be back, arms would be in front, probably the other arm in front, open, kick, and back. That, I'm pretty sure, I don't really want to delve any deeper, I'm pretty sure that is it. So yeah, lower the leg, recross the arms, step back, lower the arms, is it? Yeah, without pausing, step back with your right foot, cross the arms, then kick with your right leg. Yes. Top tip, kick as if you were kicking a ball, basically. So from there, you're kicking a ball, you're giving it a punt, a good old punt with your foot. Performing any type of kick works the thigh and the hip of the kicking leg. At the same time, as with any of these exercises, your abdominals will be engaged and you will be strengthening your supporting leg at the same time the other one is kicking. 3 exercises for the price of 1. So it's back, 1, and then you'd be in, the other way, kick, back, and in. And again, you could do a few, you know, you're not playing in the World Cup, but you could do a few. The next one's a balancing exercises, and this is shuttlecock kicking, or is it happy sack? Is that when you kick the thing with your foot like that? But that's what we're kind of doing here. So this one, shuttlecock kicking. This move is based on the folk game shuttlecock kicking, which involves keeping a shuttlecock in the air for as many repetitions as possible, using only the feet or a singular foot. In the West, a popular variation is to use a soccer ball or a tennis ball. At its most basic level, this is an excellent exercise to promote balance and hand-eye coordination. So, essentially, this one, your arms are out. This. Nice and slow. And before you say, what's the point? Try it. That's all I'm asking with any of this. Before you say, what's the point of it? Try it. We are, we're ever so close now. Hang on a minute, I'll get rid of these so I'm not getting confused. I think we're down to 3 sheets? 4 sheets, all right, hang on. So, step, reach, toe, squat. I had great fun with this at the time. I remember this one, because you go in a 4 circle, but it's step and reach. So you step and reach, so that's your first bit. It's a nice full stretch there. So that's your step and reach. Toe is your step through to touch your toes, and then squat, you step in and you squat down. Then the next one, again, I'm not going to bore you with me trying to work out what I'm doing. All right, so right. Okay, I might have done this one slightly wrong. So it is step and reach, toe, squat, and then you turn the next way, step and reach, toe, squat, step and reach, toe, squat, step and reach, toe, squat. And then I think you might go another direction. But that's basically it. You don't have to turn in the circle, but that's how the routine does it. But that's it essentially. Step and a reach, touch your toes, and then do a nice squat down. Literally loads of bang for your buck in this one. There we go. And all over toning exercises, the step part of this program, so this, works across the whole body, toning the thighs, the waist and the buttocks. The act of extending both arms up into the air is also an excellent way to elongate and maintain a healthy spine. Anything where you put your arms over your head and stretch up, excellent, because it's not something you normally do. So, stretch and reach. Touching your toes. Toe touching is a classic exercise. Quite simply, toe touches can help improve your flexibility. They stretch your shoulders, your back, your leg muscles, especially the hamstrings. Remember though, for all it's called toe touching, there's nothing to say you must touch your toes. It's a towards the toe stretch. Never bounce into it. Yeah. And the squat is one of the ultimate functional exercises. Every exercise routine is going to have a squat in it. Good for mobility, strength, balance and toning. So that was that bit. Hang on a minute. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to stand here and make noises for a bit. It's fine. Right. Up-tempo exercises. I've put this as optional because a lot of people choose these exercise routines because they want them to be quiet. They don't want to make a noise. They want to be quiet. So the up-tempo one is optional. So jogging, was literally just jogging 3 paces forward and trying to touch your butt with your heels as you do it. So it would be 1, 2, 3. That's basically it. And you're trying to touch your bum with your heels. And then it's that one and then that one. So it's kind of 2 variations of a jumping jack. One where you bring your elbows up like that. One where you would bring your hands on the top. That's the up-tempo bit. There's always an up-tempo bit in these exercise routines. Just because you've stretched out, you've woken your body up, raise your heart rate a bit, not too much, and then bring it back down. That's the theory behind it. Winding down. We're going to wind down next.